Hey girl, how are you? It looks like it's just us right now. So we just hanging out. Let's see. Hi Marisa. Hello, honey. How are you guys doing? Good, good. All right. Gigi Naturals, Homestead. Hi, beautiful. I can actually see it today. I think part of the reason I couldn't read is because I had my Vanessa Williams's on. So, hi. Hey. Waiting for more rain. Is it raining there in Las Vegas, Marisa? Hi, Shauna. Mr. Milkman, what's going on? What it do? You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, a lot of people have been calling me and asking about sorry, my ear is still bothering me. A lot of people have been calling me and asking me about the hurricane, I guess Hillary. But yeah, that's on the Baja Peninsula, and I'm on the Yucatan Peninsula. So it's not expected to come this way, but again, that's Mother Nature. So we can't really call it, can we? Let's see. SL, happy for your journey to Mexico. Thank you so much. EA, hello, hello, hello. What'd you say, Shauna? Yes, it's raining here in Vegas, and you're loving. Oh, yeah, because it's a rarity. It rains here though a lot in Merida because it's subtropic. So it's actually rainy season right now, and it rains probably every day. But sometimes it'll rain for like a few minutes, and then it doesn't. And in certain parts of town, it'll rain, in other parts, it doesn't. Hi, Deborah. You made it. I'm glad you made it too. Ro in Los Angeles. Let's see, riding out this storm. Oh my God. You know what? I forgot. Yeah, because everybody's talking about Mexico, and I forgot like it's hitting LA. Had an earthquake a few minutes ago. Girl, what? Y'all better be careful. You know what? Pray. Let's see. Lita Proctor, hello from Brownsville. Never ran, never will. Ow. Let's see. Shauna said the rain has cooled down the temperature nicely. Yeah, I couldn't take it anymore. Actually, I went from heat to heat. It's hot in Merida, but living in a tiny house and it being hot is completely different from living in a big house, and then I also keep these things. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these little personal air conditioners, but I love them. I use them when I go outside and I got to do stuff. I just have me a little personal air conditioner, like old person. Let's see. Uh, Yipsy Girl, I think that's what that says. Hi, I'm so happy to see you getting settled in. I'm trying. I got a long way to go. I got a big house to fill, and try to keep it somewhat minimal because, just all the stuff had me stressed out. And I was like, I own too many things. Let's see, Gigi Naturals. Oh, she's praying for you, Ro. Uh, Lene Motley. Hey, sis. Hey, girl. Hey. Uh, Lenitra Horn. Hi, LaShawn from Conroe, Texas. Hey, hey, Texas. Hey there. And Ron Mack. Bill Shapiro. Salute, LaShawn. Got your records. Thank you. Serenity. Hi, Serenity. I don't know if this is the same Serenity. Is this Serenity from Las Vegas or a different Serenity? I don't think so. This might be a new Serenity. Hi, Serenity. Um, Gigi Naturals. It's different. We're full time RV. Yeah, it is definitely different. You understand. Um, I have one of those neck fans. Yeah, Vegas heat is too much um, for it to have an effect. It works in Merida, and we have the humidity, so it works. Loving the decor that I shared so far. Yeah, if you guys didn't see, I did drop a video this morning. I was working on it all night and finally got it completed and dropped that video this morning. And it was a sneak peek into the color palette. So what you see back here is just some of the things that's just sitting there, but it's not actually the way that it's going to be. And not every single thing that you saw in the video is going to be where you saw it. So, but the color palette, definitely the same. What Marisa said, the cooling towel is better. Marisa, I still have my cooling towel. I use them both. Actually, Marisa bought me one of those cool towels that you wet. And I was using that when I was doing my storage unit. And I had to send her a message. I was like, I love you so much, because it was the cooling towels plus the personal AC. And then I was just like doing everything I could possibly do, because it was 117 degrees in Las Vegas. So it was not cute. And I was working in storage units with no AC. Alice, hey girl, hey. No, not the same Serenity. Okay, okay, that's fine. Well, welcome, welcome. That's two Serenities. Let's see. Kalima Wave, hi, hi. Bro, I'm excited to hear how it's going in Merida and how you're settling in. Okay, I just want to say hi to a few people, and then I'm going to dive in. And then I got some questions from Sweet Lady. Hey, girl, hey. Actually, got your questions sitting up right here. You got your bags packed. I hear you. Let's see, fly a fly. And so I do want to get into some of these questions and some of the topics that I did say that we were going to talk about today. So if you have something specific that you want to know about, let me know. EA, solo female truck driver here and afraid to travel outside of America. What? You make it look so easy as well as so wonderful. How are you a truck driver and you afraid to move out of America? Like, come on. That is a brave job. Okay, so I do want to, Shauna, let me see, is your daughter interested in living abroad to escape? Yes, she actually is. She is in school right now and she's doing a couple different things. So she's waiting to get all of that stuff situated. And I just moved her into a house in North Carolina. So she's in a 1 year lease. And during that time, she's going to figure out if she wants to stay in America, raise my grandson there, or move abroad. She actually thought about moving to Italy. And I know in Italy, they're actually paying you to move there. So that might be an option for her. Let's see, Bring the Mess TV. Hey, girl. Hey. EA, if you only knew what I see. LOL. What do you see? Let's see. Lenitra said, just two quick questions. Okay, let's see. Do you plan on learning Spanish? And two, do you feel safe in Merida? Um, Number one, ¿qué tú quieres que yo te diga? What do you want me to say? I do speak some Spanish, not a lot. And I can tell you, I know the bad words. But yes, I do plan on taking classes with Diego. Actually, if you saw the video today, Diego, I forgot to put in there that he also teaches. He's a teacher. So during the mornings, he teaches Spanish. So that is something that I plan on doing with Diego as well. And do I feel safe? Absolutely. It is so quiet here and so peaceful. And one of the things that people don't realize is that Merida, and I've said this over, I feel like a broken record. Merida is one of the safest cities in all of North America. If you don't know North America, look it up on a map, and then you see, I would say us, but yeah, Canada, and then parts of Mexico. It's very safe here. It's very peaceful. They don't have all the riffraff in In fact, I believe that most people in America are seeing what they want you to see. They show you parts of Mexico and make it seem like the whole entire country is that way, but that is not the case. Mexico, just like the United States, is broken down into states, and so it varies. There's a big difference between Chicago and New Hampshire. It's like you got completely different ends of the spectrum. But if all you ever saw was the dangers that you see in Detroit or Chicago, LA or Brooklyn or whatever, if that's all you ever saw, then you wouldn't want to come to America and you wouldn't want to live there. You'd be like, oh my God, that place is so dangerous. But one thing you've never heard of, and I've talked to several of my New Mexican friends, amigos, you've never heard of a school shooting, a church shooting, somebody walking into the grocery store and lighting it up. Like, you've never heard of these things happening in Mexico. It just doesn't happen. Like, nobody's walking into a school. If you don't have a problem with, some of I guess, guerrillas or whatever, then they don't have a problem with you. Like, mind your business. You shouldn't be in sketchy places. You should just go about your life and live your life. And then Merida is a very safe place. So don't believe everything that you hear or see, because I can tell you, I said this in my last live. In America, we have cartel, but we call them politicians. They wear suits and, they do the damn thing. They stick it to you. I could get really, really deep into this, obviously. I'm very passionate about it, but that's the reason why I'm here. I feel like we have been duped. And when people say, and no shade to anybody out there in this group who is, not a person of color, I just want you to know, when people say to me, the American dream, my answer to that is, what American dream? Whose American dream? Because if you're talking about the white American dream, it doesn't pertain to me. It never did. It never pertained to my ancestors either. I'm sorry. I know you guys are writing stuff over here, but I just needed to expound on the fact that yes, Mexico has its issues. America has plenty of issues. And I can tell you, a lot of Mexicans that I speak to wonder what the hell is going on with us. And they're like, Americans are crazy. Y'all are dangerous, blah, 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 blah. Like, I hear the same thing from them. Like, they're like, whoa, it's not all what you think. Everybody at the border is not Mexican. A lot of people that are coming through and getting caught at the borders, they're coming through from other countries. They're not even Mexican. So you don't know that. You don't hear all the stories. But okay, let me go over here, and I hope I answered that question. I'm going to just scoot back here for a second and see. Do I feel safe? Okay, that's where I left off. I hope she chooses to raise him abroad. I do too. Hi, LaShawn. Being in Merida really agrees with you. Thank you. I agree. It's quiet. It's peaceful. Like, I could hear a pin drop. I love listening to the birds, and just I'm sitting in the kitchen right now watching my neighbors walk by with their dogs. I want to get a dog. I want to get a dog so bad. Let's see. Love you taking us around. Yeah, there was so much. Like, I filmed so much. Question: do you feel a sense of peacefulness outside of the U.S.? I absolutely do. Y'all, I say y'all. Coming up on an election year, I can guarantee you, like, I am so glad I'm not there, because I just don't want to be caught up in the nonsense. Merida is one of the most safest places in the world. It really is. It's very safe. Let's see. How's my new life in Mexico? I'm getting around to it. Happy to hear you feel safe. I wish everyone would visit Mexico at least once so they can stop asking if it's safe. Yeah, Mexico has, like I said, Mexico has its issues. There are places that you want to go. No matter where I go, I keep my head on a swivel, but that's how I was raised. But obviously, there are places where you need to be like doubly on guard. Like you just can't let your guard down. Most Americans will go to like Cancun because they're familiar with Cancun, Playa de Carmen, Cozumel, all these different places that you are familiar with that are touristy areas. But just like in America, they have their scams, they have their scammers, so you got to be careful about like debit machines and putting your card in and then it saying it can't read your card. You got to make sure there's no cameras around you. But I do that no matter what. Like I cover up whenever I put my pin in, and you just got to be careful. Like just because you're on vacation or visiting someplace, don't let your guard down when it comes to your safety, your money. Make sure you are getting in a taxi that you know where it came from. You just got to be careful because even some hotels where you think like it's safe, there might be cameras in there, there might be anything going on. And this happens in Europe, this happens in Africa, this happens in America, happens all over the place. So, you know, just I don't want people to make a decision about Mexico based off of what you saw in a movie. So let's see. Safest place, second to Quebec, Canada. Definitely safer than the US. There are plenty of places in the United States that Merida, Mexico is like way, way safer than. Plenty. How did you find Diego? He seems like an amazing resource to have available. Wondering if his services were part of the Privada. Is that what it's called? Yes, it's called the Privada, the community that I live in. And no, I met Diego after the fact. I was dealing with Agassi. I don't know if you saw that video with the whole process when I was here in April and I was with Agassi. I did a lot of stuff with him. And Diego came via my girl who also lives here. Her name is Takaya. What's up, Takaya? I don't know where she at. She ain't in this live though. But Takaya gave me Diego. She used him and she gave him to me. And then Luis, I actually met through a Facebook group. And so, they're both really busy. So it's good to have more than one person. And Diego is amazing. Like when I say he is the man who has a man, like when you say, I got a guy for that. Like that's Diego. If he doesn't have an answer, he will get an answer for you. He is absolutely amazing. He helped me set up my phones, my utilities. A lot of these places they don't speak English, and so he was my translator. He took me to different places around town to, look for furniture in the little holes in the walls, places that you wouldn't really know about. So, yeah, he is definitely a good resource. So save his information. Even if you just come into Merida to visit, Diego is the man. He'll pick you up from the airport, take you to your Airbnb or hotel or whatever. So yeah, for sure. And Luis too, same thing. Let's see. My sister visited Merida. She loves it. Yeah. I would say that wherever you're going to go, if you're going to move abroad somewhere, like I know people who will just do it, never been someplace and then just be like, I'm out and just up and leave. But I've been coming to Merida. I've been visiting. And a lot of people ask me if I bought this house. The answer is before you even ask, no, I'm renting because I feel like it is smart to rent someplace for at least 6 months to a year. Get to know the area, find out if this is where you actually want to be before you make that kind of commitment. And also, this is going to go back to one of the questions that was sent in to me today from Sweet Lady 0512 about the buying process in Merida. I can't speak for all of Mexico, but I can tell you pretty much um, the buying process is going to be completely different than what you would see in the United States. in the US, you have your realtor, and then sometimes you don't, because a lot of it, honestly, you can do yourself. You can like literally look for a house yourself, email their realtor, and then keep yourself from paying so much commission. Just putting it out there. But it's different. The notary is the most important person that you're going to have to deal with when it comes to buying a house. They are appointed by the government to do all of those legal documents. So that's why when I was renting, even when you rent, and only in Merida, when you rent, you have to do all this notary stuff. It's not anywhere else in Mexico, from what I understand. Bad Luck Kitty was talking about it on her channel, and she said that even her realtor said that nowhere in Mexico, other than Merida, where they make you go through so many hoops, and that just speaks for where you are. They're not playing no games with you. So when I signed my lease, it was like I was buying a house. Like I literally was going through paper, through paper, through paper, and I had to sign my lease in front of a legal notary, lawyer, the realtor. It was a big deal. They took my fingerprints, like everything. Like I thought they was gonna come scan my eye, ask for my firstborn. Like it was a lot, the process. And then buying is even way different. It's nothing like what you're used to in the United States. So if you plan on buying property here, I would definitely check out some of the other channels on here that dive deeper into the buying process, because there are a few people that have been living in Merida for years, and they can definitely give you more information on that process. So I just don't want to start saying a bunch of things that I don't really have the correct answer to. As far as the infrastructure, Sweet Lady asked about the infrastructure, water, sewage, electric, roads ready for growth. Merida is growing so fast, and I mean so fast. Every time you go down the street, they're building something, either a new privada or a high rise. The streets are coming in. I have a street. There's streets, there's roads. Um, to get to and from my house to, say, the, I don't call it the highway, but the Periferico or whatever, that's the highway. And then there's like a main road. It's all street paved. It's not like I'm driving through mud or something like that. And the infrastructure is definitely there. It's intact. It's different in a sense that all the houses have mini splits as opposed to like central air, but these houses are built with bricks. They are built with concrete. Um, these houses are not built like in America, where you can like run a bunch of stuff through the walls and so on and so forth. Like a lot of your lines are outside the house and then they come through. So it's different in that sense. But the infrastructure is definitely there. That's why I like taking you guys on the video so you can see. There are some places, small towns, they're called villages. And in those villages, you have like older families. You have, like the Mayan people, because that's who was here. So there's a lot of families that live in these villages, and they still live the way that they lived a long time ago. They may have some new things, but for the most part, they like their village the way they like their village. And who am I to tell them, hey, they got this thing called air condition? But let's see. And yes, you are very Americanized. No, I'm kidding. uh, okay, let's see. The visa process. I'm going to actually do a whole video on the visa process, because it needs its own video. Trust me, I do not want to get into all of that in this video, but I will tell you, for me, I guess it would be considered easy, because everybody was like, oh my God, you're good, you're good. That was quick, and that was the response that I got. So, but for me, it felt like crazy. And you had to start the process in your country. I know certain places you don't have to, but I started the process in America, in Las Vegas, at the Mexican consulate, and I started there. And I'll go into in the video all the details, what I know of like the requirements, how much money you need to have, how much, either things you can show job wise, can you work remotely? They go into all of this stuff, and then you have to get approved there. Once you get approved there, then you come to Mexico and you finish up the rest. But again, I'm gonna do a full video on it. I was recording it, and yeah, so just wait for that video. It's coming soon. All right, let's see. I want to. I think I got through those. AJ Young. Hey, AJ. Kalima. I did create a wish list, Kalima. It's actually in the last video. It's in the description, and it's the first comment. I pinned it. So I definitely was able to do the Amazon Mexico wish list. So I did that. And thank you so much for wanting to send me something. Christiana said, period. Facts. Bring the rest. Let's see. Hey, y'all. Where's my girl Sade with the receipts? Um, let's see. What am I doing here? I wish I could up and leave. Oh, okay. Saving for change. Good. That's what you gotta do. Avencia. Hi. You look surprised. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it looks like Avencia. Like my niece's name is Marcia, and so it's kind of like that. She said she didn't have to do all of that when she signed her lease. They just gave my driver's license and 1 month deposit. Well, I don't know, but I didn't have an Evolve. So if you don't have an Evolve, that's somebody who can be like your co-signer. Then you have to do double deposits. So I had to do double deposits and also pay for the notary. It was very expensive, this whole entire thing. And so I did ask if you guys wanted me to do a breakdown video, because I can do that as well. Definitely, you don't want to come here unprepared. I got my Mexican temporary residency and started the process in Vegas. Yes, Shauna, that's how you do it. And then I got my residency card. I have mine for 1 year. And when I get to the point where I'm about 2 months out, then I'm going to go reapply. And then at that time, I'm going to apply for the 4 years. If I want to stay in Mexico, again, who knows? I do want to just kind of like chill for a minute. But oh, yeah, one of the questions was, do I have to leave and come back? No, I don't. I was not going to sign a 1 year lease and then turn around and hope and pray that when I left in 180 days, that they were going to let me back in the country when I hadn't signed a lease and bought furniture and do all this stuff. Like, if you're coming here and you're renting something and it's already furnished and you want to play that 180-day game, knock yourself out. I can't live like that. Like, I don't want to be in limbo. I don't want to be feeling like, oh my God, what if? That's just too nerve-wracking. So I'm good. Let's see. Tyra Smith, hello, how are you doing? I'm good. How are you? I think it's Taria, not Tyra. I said Tyra, sorry. Serenity. Do you see wildlife nearby, i.e. snakes, crazy bugs? Okay, good question. I'm actually going to probably do a series about don't move to Merida if, because the first night after I got my keys, my realtor took me to Sam's Club so I can get an air mattress because I had nothing, but I was staying in my house. So she's, took me. And then she gets a phone call from her daughter, and she's like, we gotta go, we gotta go. And we get to her house, and there's like a big snake in the middle of the street. It was crazy. So I got out, I filmed all of that. So I got to see my first snake. And then last week we had painters here because they were sealing the door again, the front door. It's a beautiful door, but the sun like beats it down. So he was here, and then he comes running inside. Bicho, 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 tulantula, 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 tulantula. And I'm like, tarantula. So I go outside. He had taken his knife that he used and stabbed a tarantula, and it was about this big. It was big. So, needless to say, I called the exterminator, the fumigator, and they came out like in a couple days and they fumigated around here. It was something I was going to do anyway because the house had been empty for a while, for at least like 7 or 8 months. And then, I had them do the area just on the other side of me as well. So yes, I've had tarantula, I've had snake. I see frogs, I see lizards. Lizards are your friends because they eat the other bugs. So I don't pay them no mind. The lizard, salamander, whatever you call them. Yeah, I pay them any mind. They just kind of mind their business. And yeah, so spiders for sure. Lots of spiders. Um, West America, yes. Let's see what you say. Yes, I think it was lucky, and also no expat in that area. Landlord. Okay, that's why. Yeah. In Merida, it's a little different. Um, and my landlord is great. We have a good relationship so far. Um, How did you move your things, or did you leave most of them behind? I got rid of a lot of things. Um, Shanta, right? I got rid of a lot of things in Vegas. And then I also gave a lot of things to my daughter. And then remember, I lived in my tiny house. So most of the furniture was being sold with dreams. So I didn't have like a lot of big things, but all of my small things, I packed up everything that I didn't want to have to repeat buying. So like pots and bathroom goods and things like that, clothes, shoes. Um, yeah, all of that stuff is here with me. But furniture, I'm buying all new furniture. Bring them as TV. Let's see. That was my question. Hate snakes and iguanas. Yeah, I seen an iguana so big when I was back home where my family is from in St. Thomas. And oh my God, that thing was huge. It was like the size of a dog. And it was just walking like on in the street. So I don't pay them any mind. Watching you like, let's see, Melissa said, I'm sitting here watching you like I don't already live here. And I put, Melissa, just so you know, in the last video, the one I just dropped today, I put his information in there, but I'll text you. Serenity said, oh Lord. My daughter was living in Cancun. She said she had a lot of ants. I did see ants in here at one point, but it was just weird because I hadn't seen any. And then one day out of nowhere, I seen ants. But it was strange because it was after I had started unpacking my things. So I think I was taking all of my dishes and everything, and I was like putting them in the sink to wash them. I'm not going to put them in the cabinet, even though they were in the boxes, because of dust and everything. And that's when I saw ants. But then my niece came over and she brought me this like Mexican potion. And it's like a white fluid in the bottle. I don't know what they put in it, but she was like, Auntie, just wipe the counters down with this. I have not seen an ant since. So yeah, she said when you're cleaning, also give it to the cleaning lady, or if you're cleaning, like make sure they do like the baseboards and everything. So I haven't seen an ant not in my house since let's see, Taria Smith. My daughter. Oh, okay. I already read that one. I can go down. What did Bring the Mess say? Oh, okay. And let's see. She said, I draw the line at tarantulas. Girl, look, let me tell you, there's just no way. I keep a tight seal in here, tight seal. I'm not playing with those tarantulas. I'm not. Thank you, Melissa. We need to get together. Melissa lives here in Merida too. I think she's been here for a little over a year. And we hung out before when I was here in January. There is a pretty large Black expat community in Merida. For those of you who don't know, if you haven't checked out any of the other videos and stuff, if you type it in, you'll see a lot of Black people living in Merida, you know. And I mean, it's great that we're here because obviously, you know, if you're the only person somewhere, then people look at you crazy. But they don't really pay us any mind for the most part because it's like you see one and you see another one or whatever. So we're kind of like the norm. I think people stare at me because of the hair more so than anything else. But I feel very comfortable knowing that, you know, there are other people. If I walk into a grocery store, there might have been somebody else Black that walked into that grocery store, you know, in the last few minutes or something like that, you know. It doesn't mean that we all hang out together or that, you know, we're all like having, you know, these Black gatherings or barbecues or whatever like that. I mean, maybe some people are, but, you know, that's just not my thing. I kind of keep to myself and, you know, a couple little friends that I have here and there. But yeah, it's nice to know that there are others here as well. And you don't feel like so much like an outsider, like a foreigner, because technically I'm the foreigner here. Let's see. Yes, over a year. Okay, Melissa, so I was right. So glad that you made it, have your place, and all of that moving stuff is done. Yes, the moving stuff is done. I didn't mention this in the last video, but I just want to say I might have said this during my last live. Luis, the guy who moved my stuff from the United States to Merida, does international moving. That's what he does. And he came to me via my friend Takaya. And when I say that they went above and beyond, it was a complete contrast to the movers who moved my daughter from Vegas to North Carolina. First of all, I spent about the same amount of money after they scammed me. But Luis even repacked my things so that he could save me some money because he said, you know, wait, all your stuff is not packed or full or whatever. And I was like, kind of, I wasn't even expecting you to pick it up that fast. So they repacked it. And then he was like, I'm going to save you some money. So I actually ended up getting $350 back from that. So I would definitely recommend him if you're moving, not just, you know, from America to Mexico. Like I said, he handles international moves. You can be going to Africa or whatever. I'll have to link Luis as well. There's two Luises in my life. One is my personal driver. The other one was the mover. Bring the Mess said, there's another couple who I follow who were van lifers. Coffee shop there now. Women recently battled cancer. Oh wow. Oh wow. You have to send me their link. Um, Trisha Daly. Hey girl, hey, you made it. Um, greetings everyone. Blessings to you, LaShawn. Thank you. And Ms. Smith said, I spend around 51 to leave Las Vegas to Great Lakes, Illinois, using two different companies. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The movers are such scammers. And if I had time, I'd do a whole goddamn documentary on it. Let's see, Miss Tree Moon, you'll never see ants. Sprinkle some cinnamon around your house, you'll never see ants. I'm telling you, that stuff that my niece gave me, I don't see them. And it doesn't even have like a harsh smell or anything like that. Like you can tell there's some kind of chemical in it, but I don't know. It's some Mexican potion and it's really, really good. Okay. So I didn't know if you guys wanted to get into any of the other things that we were supposed to be discussing for this live, because I did put some notes in here. So let's see. The topics of discussion was why did I leave the United States? I think you guys kind of know why I left, but let's see. How do I feel about living abroad? Do I plan a date in Mexico? Do I miss Dream, my tiny house? So far, do I feel like it was worth it? And how is it being vegan in Mexico? And obviously, the pre-housewarming hangout stuff. So, anybody interested in any of those questions? Let me know. I don't want to just start rambling because y'all know I can ramble. Um, to live. Bring the mess. Hello, LaShawn. Welcome to the live. Is there another LaShawn in here? Did I miss something? Let's see, because y'all know the last live, I was like, what happened to Q-Tip? That was hysterical. Lonnie Motley, yes. Yes, let's get it. Serenity, dating, yes. Bring the mess. I bet they have the best plant-based food. Actually, okay, so I'm going to tackle the vegan question. Um, it it depends on what kind of vegan you are. So if you're like super clean and all you eat is fruits and vegetables, your grains, and um, you're sticking to like just all of that, then it's easy. But I wouldn't call myself a junk food vegan, but I do like my processed foods. So, I ain't gonna lie, I'm keep it about. I do like my processed burgers and my chicken. That's what I call it. I should trademark that. It's not chicken, so I call it chicken. And I like those things. I like my little nuggets. I like to be able to make things real quick in the air fryer and then mix it with my vegetables, my rice, my potatoes, whatever it is I'm making. So those things I can only get at one grocery store, Chedraui, and I enjoy going there. It's huge. If you go to one of the big selectos, but yeah, that's the only place that I can get those particular foods. Every place else, like Walmart or Super Aki, I can just get, the basics. I can get like spinach and potatoes and all of that other stuff. Rice, got to be careful with beans because they real quick about throwing some pork up in something. Um, so yeah, I've had issues with that. And then now I swear to God, they're making everything on the can smaller, or I'm getting older because I can't read that stuff anymore. I'm like, I think I need to go to the grocery store with like an oracle so I can, be able to. But anyway, so I cook a lot at home. And yeah, I just know like eating out is a little bit tricky. I did go out to dinner with my landlord. I think that was last week. Yeah, we went out and I had a good meal, but I think they were more on the vegetarian side, not so much vegan, but I did eat. I was able to get a good meal, but I'm also coming to the realization that some of my stuff might not be like all vegan because um, they could cook your vegetables in lard and you not know it. So I'm just kind of like teetering on the well, But anyway, let's see. Let's get it. Yes, my move was scam me also. Sorry, Shauna. Um, yeah, that's what they did to me too, Shauna. Uh, Interested in pretty much all of it. Okay, let's go into. Did you ever find vegan tacos? No, I have not. Because the two times I went out, me and Takaya went to lunch, and we went to a Yucatecan restaurant, and the closest thing they had to something Mexican, I think, was guacamole, and because their food is really different. And then the next time was when I went out with my landlord, and it was a little bit more high end, so they didn't have tacos. Tacos would have been like, downside, looking down on the menu kind of thing. So it was really nice. But let's see. Yeah, definitely making them myself. And let's see, me too. You can make burgers with beans and walnuts. Oh yeah, definitely. Oyster mushrooms. I do all of that, but let me just let you know, oyster mushrooms are not easy to find here in Merida. Not at all. I know somebody found them. I saw it in a Facebook group, so I'd have to double back to see where they actually got them from because everybody was like, "Oh my God! Like you found oyster mushroom." It was a big deal. So, but yeah, I did used to do that. In fact, my daughter just made some with mushrooms and walnuts. I know my son has made them before, I think with walnuts and black beans. So yeah, I enjoy cooking. I'm just trying to get situated, and then we're gonna get some of this. We're gonna do like at home cooking. Um, Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? Hi, sincerely, Nina. How are you? I'm good, girl. I see that you chimed in. So we are at dating. Let's talk about dating. Um, First of all, I don't think I'm in a place right now where I can deal with anybody else's bullshit. I'm just going to keep it real. I was in a relationship, had to get out of that relationship, and just being in a place where I can do what I want to do. I don't have to answer to anybody. Um, that's where I'm at right now. Like my level of fucks that I have left to give is just like at a very, small bit. Like I just really don't have too many more fucks left to give. And so I can't see myself being in a relationship with somebody who, wants to be stressful. So as far as like going out on dates, I mean, I got my friends. I got my friends, and some people are willing to travel, which is nice. And then you can take your ass home. But yeah, I don't know about here in Mexico because if you don't already know, like I'm pretty tall for a girl. Um, I'm 5'9". I used to be taller, but I got older and shit shrunk. So I'm pretty tall for a girl. And Mexican men, for the most part, are a little bit short. It's weird because like Luis, my driver, he's tall, so it's funny because both of us kept banging our heads on things when we were walking through stores and stuff, and I'm like, this is so funny. But yeah, I don't know that I could do that. But my niece says she got some people she want me to meet, so we'll see how that goes. And then also the other thing is because Merida is such a huge expat based place, there's a lot of people here from all over. So you got people who live here that are from America, from Africa, from Europe, from Canada. You just got a mixed bag of expats here. So it's a possibility that I could actually end up meeting somebody who is not from here and is also an expat just like me. But again, not something that's on my radar, not something that I'm really even thinking about right now because I just got a lot of other things to do. So, like I said, I got my freedom. All right, let's see what else. I did say a lot of things, so let me just. How's it feel living abroad? It feels weird, actually. Um, I woke up the other morning and I texted my son and my daughter-in-law, "Hey Isaiah, hi Annie Pooh. Um, we are expecting a baby soon, so I will be getting on a flight back to America very soon because I got another baby coming, another grandchild." But anyway, I text them and I was like, "I can't believe I live in Mexico. Like, it's weird when you really think about it." I'm like, "I live in Mexico." Um, and then, yeah, I'll just go about my business. So it does feel strange. It does feel sometimes it's harder because, I don't speak Spanish fluently. I can understand some words, here and there, and I can say certain things, but I am nowhere near fluent. Even when people come for the security gate, I have to call them and I tell them what I need to tell them, but then they want to talk and they want to have a full on conversation. I'm like, "Look, dude, I can't, I don't even know what you're saying, but thank you. Gracias, muchas gracias." So, yeah. But it feels like I made the right decision. Definitely. I live in an oasis. I don't know if you've seen this house, if you've seen some of the reels, shorts that I've done, just showing little bits and pieces. It's an amazing property and it's in an amazing community. So I feel like I made the right decision. And then I have really nice neighbors too. So yeah, I can't complain. Um, do I miss Dream, my tiny house? Yeah, I do miss Dream. There are a lot of things that I miss about Dream, and because I put my blood, sweat, and tears into Dream. Me and Ivan, we did the damn thing. So I do miss that. I do sometimes miss how cozy it was. Just my own little nook. Like I'm in a pretty big space. I would say it's small for Merida, some Merida houses, some of the newer houses, because I'm one level. A lot of these houses are this size, but two levels. So, for me, it's a pretty big space. Um, so sometimes, I will just stay in one room and kind of feel a little bit more like cozy and cocoon like. So yeah, I'll be happy when I get my sofa because then I can just like hang out there. It's actually coming on Wednesday, so I'll film that for you guys. Yes, Miss Smith, I love the single life. Let's see, Peach, zero. Peach, I'm not sure what that means. Um, okay. I get it now. Zero fucks given. She's trying not to curse in the thing. Um, have you thought about getting groceries delivered? I'm spending Guadalajara thinking. Yeah, we have something here called Rappy. I haven't done that yet. For the simple fact that I don't want somebody, picking up something. I don't know. I just got to do my own shopping. So I haven't done that yet. Thank you, Serenity. Congratulations. Um, I think there's an app to translate while, yeah, conversing. I translate and I shouted them out in my videos before because that thing is a lifesaver. I love it because not only will it translate full on conversations, but sometimes it gets it wrong. Like it'll say like your daughter is a frog. Like it's like, no, that is not what I said. So we'll both be laughing. But it's good because I can take a picture of something even in a store and it will translate what it said. I should start doing that with the ingredients on certain things. But for the most part, I just look to see if I see like leche or something related to meat or some sort of meat product. But yeah, I translate. Um, Congratulations on the grandchild. Thank you. I'm excited. Yeah, that's happening soon. It's the 20th. That's happening soon. So we'll see when I get back to America. When y'all see me posting and I'm on a plane, that's why. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, there we go. Um, I think I answered those. Like, I mean, you guys know why I left America, right? Tired of the bullshit. It's called spade a spade. Tired of the bullshit. So yeah, y'all got any more questions for me? We are coming up on an hour. So let me know if y'all have any more questions for me. Liberated 1777. Greetings, goddess. You look beautiful and at peace. How are you handling, I guess? Are you the heat. Yeah, I'm handling the heat okay. If you just came in, let me show you. I got one of these little portable air conditioners and I love it. I actually have two of them, and I think I put another one in my Amazon gift list because yeah, you know you can never have too many of those. Like when I'm charging one, I'm using the other. Obviously, I couldn't wear it during my live. I don't need it. I'm sitting here, the AC is on, and I'm comfortable, but it's hot. I think I'm getting a little more acclimated because I don't run the AC all day long. Um, so that's good. Like, I think my body is starting to acclimate. It's been 22 days now, so 3 weeks. And yeah, like I said, I'm not running the ACs all day like I was before. Um, so yeah. You're welcome, Serenity. I hear that. Good. Okay, let me see if let's get them likes up, y'all. Thank you. Bring the Mass TV. Trying to let y'all know. Let's see. Middle son, Lenitra Horn. She used movers 4 or 5 times. All but one scammed me. Middle son started his own company and had no further issues. Yeah, it sucks. The situation with the movers in America is just horrible. Let's see. I'm just scrolling back, guys, real quick because I want to make sure I got all your questions. Chrisana said, I wish your niece was there to do some neck pinching. Yo, she's hysterical. I don't know what she thought. Like, it's a bird, not a cat. I can't pinch its neck. Yeah, that's not happening. One of the other things I wanted, let's see, does your rental have solar? No, unfortunately, it does not. But because of the high ceilings in here, I think it's going to help a lot because the heat rises, and then there's like fans in every single room. For the most part, I'm running the fans. I know that the electricity bill here in Merida, a lot of people complain about the CFE bill. That's the electric company, and there's only one, and so they can monopolize it however they want. Um, but if you're getting a bill every 2 months and your bill is um, $500, that's $250 a month. To me, that's kind of normal because believe it or not, living in a tiny house, my electric bill was ridiculous. And it's because I lived in Vegas. It was so hot. And I would have most times the front of the house, the back of the house, AC, because they were on two different things, have both of those running, plus a floor model AC running because it gets hot. Like you literally living in a box. And in Vegas, it can get very, very hot. So my electric bill would be up there. My bill would be just as high as some of my friends who had 3-bedroom houses. Um, and also because in those kind of communities, the electric companies charge more per metered. I forget what you call it, but you know how they meter it. They charge more per. So my electric bill was very high. So I think that coming here, I expected it to be somewhat on the higher end, but I don't think that I don't think I'm going to skip a beat. Basically, I think it's going to be the same, like a wash. So is your business mainly online? Yes. So right now my business is, I've taken a pause from shooting, doing any kind of photography. I've been really trying to um, hone in on this YouTube thing and really get this going. I've been trying to get my website done so that I can start doing my consultations, because I'll be doing online consultations for design or, whatever it is that I can help people with. I definitely try to do as much as I can on here, for free, but, you have to respect people's time. And so sometimes, you know, I have to charge for like consultations and things like that. I put a lot of work into these videos and I get paid pennies. If I showed you guys what I get paid on a monthly basis from YouTube, y'all would go, well, why the hell are you doing this? There's a possibility that at some point it could get better and I could start making more on my ads. And then also, I'm working with a branding coach, and I did mention that in the video that I dropped today. I work with Nina at Sidewalker Daily. It's her company, and she's amazing. So I've gone through my whole entire course, and it was the first time and it's not the first time I bought a course, but it was the first time I spent that kind of money on a course, and it was definitely worth it. So like I learned a lot from her, and I just need to implement all of those things. I've had brands hitting me up for the last like maybe 3 or 4 months, and I just haven't had the time to actually um, do the kind of things that I want to do if there's a brand that I want to work with, if that makes any sense. Like, because I'm not going to just come to y'all and try to sell y'all something that I can't get behind. That's just not me. But there are certain brands that I do want to work with them, but I got to be able to put the work in. And this is the first time I've actually been able to just sit down and think and do. And so that's why you guys have been getting these videos, these lives, shorts. I'm in the community every day. You're getting more from me because, the clutter is starting to dissipate. So, and then I'm going to be doing my photography. So, but that's between us. We ain't gotta tell everybody what we doing out there on these streets, on these Merida streets. Let's see. I hear that. Glad to hear it. Miss Infamous, have you reached out to any other Black Americans, YouTubers like you? Yeah, I know a couple of them. I know the Traveling Jamaican. She has a YouTube channel. She lives here in Merida. And then there's Bad Luck Kitty. She's also here. Then there is Jose Arteaga, and I think that's his last name. He also has a YouTube channel, and we're friends on Facebook. We haven't met in person, but yeah, I think I probably will end up doing something with Kitty in the future, and because she's been here a little bit longer, so we can, pick her brain about a few things as well. Um, Dimples. Hello, everyone from Chicago. Hey, Dimples. We was talking about your town earlier, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Let's see. Coming in, please hit the like. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that matters. Does that matter if you hit the like? Okay, great. Let me hit the like. Awesome. Let's see. As hard as it is to hear that one ad with the lady talking about butt deodorant, You guys are so funny. You don't have to let the whole entire ad play. Like, if you let a few seconds play, obviously, the longer it plays, the more I will get something out of it, but it's literally pennies. But if you let like the first 20 seconds play and then get the fuck out of there. Um, so I guess everybody's supposed to be hitting the like button. It helps get the algorithm. She needs some of that money back. You know what I do? It's not even just the money that the mover stole, but this move, oh my God, when I tell y'all, if I, like, my bank account took a serious hit, because remember, I moved my daughter first, then I had to move myself out of the country. And that was just those fees. So between her, moving her to North Carolina, me to Merida, hers was like a little over 4,000. That was just the move. That had nothing to do with anything else, like no rent, no, you know, flights, none of that stuff. But then you got mine, which was like another four, um, and change. But then again, that doesn't include flights, that doesn't include anything. I actually tried to change one of my flights with American Airlines, and because I bought like a basic ticket, you know, because I'm a basic bitch, I guess, American Airlines told me to kick rocks. So I lost on that flight 400 and something dollars. And then on a flight with Frontier coming here, I ended up changing that flight and I lost. That flight was not that expensive because I was going to fly into Cancun, but I lost like another $300 on that flight. So it's just ridiculous. Like, it just kept adding up. And like I told you, I don't have an Evolve, which is a cosigner on your house. If you have that, then that person has to own in Merida and is willing to put their, whole life on the line for you. And even though my niece owns a house here, that is not something that I really feel comfortable with, because even if I get sick and die, she would be responsible. So they don't care. Like, the legal system is not like it is in America. So it's different. And I definitely was like, you know what? If I got to do my double deposits, I'll just do my double deposits. Um, yeah. Let's see. What else am I missing? Once you get more people, the sponsors will come. The sponsors are coming. They are literally sitting in my email, waiting for me to get back to them. But like I said, I just haven't had the time. I haven't felt like I could do that. But this week, I'm definitely going to be working on it for sure. Getting back to all of these brands that want to work with me. I'm like so mad because let me just tell y'all real quick. I go through my email the other day. Now, mind you, if you saw the video that I dropped today, if you haven't, make sure you watch that. I bought a new mattress. And then I go on my email the other day and I get from a mattress brand, and they're like, we want to send you whatever mattress, blah, 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 blah. I'm not about the gifts. Like, I need the money. But I'm just saying, um, the fact that I could have gotten a nice memory foam mattress for free would have been really nice. So yeah, I'm like, God damn, I already bought my mattress. So that's where I should have just kind of waited a little bit. But we're gonna see about getting some of this other stuff in here via these brands that want to work with me. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Love these lives. Thank you, girl. I'm gonna try to do them more, because then it means that I don't have to cram so much into the videos, because I can answer your questions directly and we can get caught up. Now, for those of you who don't know, I did put my Amazon Mexico wish list, and one of the co-stars wanted me to make sure I remind you guys it is in pesos. It's linked in my last. It's linked in my last video. I could probably link it here, but I'm not really all that tech savvy. But yeah, so it's in the last video. First comment, it's pinned. and it's in pesos. So if you see something and it's like 2,300, whatever, and you're like, yo, I love her, but I don't love her that much. Yo, wow, son, she think I'm gonna spend $2,000 on her. I gotta pay my rent. No, it's in pesos. So just do the conversion. Ask Google, she'll tell you. And actually, Amazon will tell you what it is. If you're ordering it in dollars, it should tell you what it is in dollars, not so much, in peso. Peso. Yeah, we gotta get these pesos. Let's see. Yeah, I got my little dimples. Hey, dimples. I'm with you. Let's see. Yes, I agree. Pay the 2 months rent without asking someone. Yeah. If it's not your mom, yeah. Yeah. To be a guarantee for me. I agree. Yeah. It's a tricky situation. I know Timu is up in your inbox. They are. Timu is in my inbox strong. But you know what? Some people, I got like a kind of love-hate relationship, I guess, with it. Not me. A lot of people do, but I've ordered from Timu. It's different from Shein because it's coming from a bunch of different manufacturers or whatever. It's not like Shein, because I do have my issues with them. I don't order anything from them. But I have ordered things from Timu. In fact, I ordered a bunch of stuff for the new baby and sent it. And my daughter-in-law, she opened it, all looked cute, nothing smelled like crazy, whatever. But I've ordered things from them. I ordered a pair of sneakers that I wore in one of my videos when I was visiting the Mayan ruins, and I love those sneakers. They're very comfortable. In fact, they're still in Vegas. I just didn't bring them with me this trip, but they're very comfortable, and I get a lot of compliments. People ask me, "What are those?" I'm like, "Sneakers." So, yeah, I mean, I don't really have any issues with Timo. So, and I know they come to Mexico. So we getting ready to talk to Timo. We gonna hit him up. We gonna hit him back, basically. You feel like my channel and my brands are about to blow up. I sure hope so, because I gotta put some of this money back in my bank account. Let's see. Oh, and if you don't like mosquitoes, Merida is not for you. You don't like spiders, mosquitoes. Yeah, we got a lot of bugs, especially because we're subtropic. So we got a lot of critters. And wherever they're not building, remember, this was all jungle, like jungle. Felix X, I wasn't able to join at the start of your chat. I'll rewatch the entire chat after it's uploaded. And we'll ask any questions if I have any. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate it. AJ, what'd you say? Only 22 likes. Smash that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up, y'all. Okay. I think they smashing it now, AJ. It's up to 73. So yeah, smash that thumbs up. Let's see, we got quite a few people in here. Checking out the dating scene with Merida, gentleman there. Okay, so we talked about the whole dating thing. So you're gonna have to go back and watch that. Yeah, I don't know. Timu was like Shein. No, Timu is not anything like Shein. It's totally different. Timu is more like Amazon, where you have a bunch of different sellers, and they're pretty much like, the hub, kind of like Amazon. Amazon, I guess Amazon does. I was about to say something. Amazon doesn't make sure, but they do. They'll have like their own stuff. But yeah, for the most part, it's everybody else selling their things on Amazon, and that's the same situation when it comes to Temu. Shein, on the other hand, they run like slave camps. You know what? Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Let's see. Okay, thank you everybody for hitting the thumbs up. Bring Mess wanted me to tell y'all that. Fan life with Negra. How do I say that? I know one N. Nejo? Nejo? Average size spiders, right? No, you must be coming in now. Tarantulas. Tulantila. Tulantila. Big ones. Um, let's see. No. Average size spiders is like, I don't pay them any mind. I was making up my bed the other day and there was a spider just hanging out on my spread. Like, whoo, girl, that was a good sleep. I'm like, what are you doing here? And I just knocked it off and, got rid of it. But those you get used to. It's the big ones that you don't get used to. Yeah, I don't mess with Shein. There's some really good documentaries about them here on YouTube. We all know someone that's worked for Amazon, so got you on the Shein thing. Yeah. Oh, it is. Okay, so energy is how it's pronounced. You know what? I kept thinking, I kept thinking that was an L, like an GIL, but it's GII. Okay, that's dope. Like it. I really haven't had any bad experiences with Timu. I ordered like one little satchel. It's like a fanny pack, but you wear it like across this way. And I love that thing. I beat it up. I was wearing it like every day, every day, every day. And then the strap started to come loose. It started to unravel. And I kept saying, oh, I need to fix this. I need to fix this. And then finally it just broke off. And so I think I paid like $3 for it. So I just threw it away. And I was like, I'll get another one at some point. But the other one that I got from them, I haven't had any issues with it. It's like a little faux crocodile print, whatever. And I wear that thing all the time. Like you'll see me in the videos look like I got a seatbelt on all the time. That's my little pouch that I got from Timu. They might, you know what, Timu might have peeped the little pouch that I got from them. So maybe that's why they keep hitting me up. Like, yo, we want to work with you. I'm gonna work with y'all too. Let's see. But that was it. That was it on the bad experience. Was that one thing? Um, yeah, energy. That's dope. So okay, all right, Christina. Let's see. Any other questions, you guys? We are working on an hour and 20 minutes. And I know when these things get too long, like I'll look at other people's videos and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna let you play while I do this laundry or whatever. But I don't want to scare too many people away from watching the video when they get too long after it's uploaded. But if y'all have any more questions, suggestions, funnies, whatever it is, go ahead. Yeah, Timu took the place of most of, yeah. I haven't ordered anything from Timu here yet, but I'm about to give it a try because before I start working with them, I want to make sure I'm actually getting my sheet. Um, Lene Motley, I just want you to be safe. I am. I'm being safe. Look, I don't even have a car. So whenever I go out, I'm either going right over to the community and hang out over there, watch the kids play in the pool. I have to start working out again. I just haven't been able to do that because I was sleeping on some crazy mattresses and my back was just like twisted. So I'm just kind of letting my body heal. But again, y'all know I've been moving, 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 moving. And I just really needed a minute to calm down before I start hitting the gym really hard again. Oh, Timo is going to have to pick a bunch of free stuff for your video. Enjoy the rest of your day, LaShawn. Thank you, Yolanda Evans. Thank you so much, you too. Um, All right, guys, I'm going to bring this live to a close unless y'all have any other questions. Go ahead and fire out. Dinner's calling. Be blessed. Okay, good. All right. So everybody, I know in certain places it's dinner time. For me here, it's still bright out. Did y'all see that pool though? It's so cute. But you know what? These leaves be playing too much. I need to get a canopy because these leaves they keep falling in the damn pool. Anyway, okay. All right. Dual citizenship. Praying for you. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. And the ancestors are out there just like loving it, loving it. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me, hanging out with me. Maybe we'll make this a thing where we can hang out on Sunday afternoons or Sunday mornings or whatever. Once I get my canopy for the pool, then we can go hang out over there too. But it's just like, that sun comes right down on it. I did go skinny dipping the other night though. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. Bye. Make sure y'all go and check out that Amazon wish list for me. Okay. All right. If not, hit me on my coffee. Okay. Bye, guys. Good night, Mr. Milkman. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye.